So hey y'all, I'm back with another video. So tonight's video is yet again another Chioma Chats video podcast edition. So by the title, we're going to be talking about this platform, YouTube. So this is going to be a rant. I don't really have any distinct topic visuals because YouTube doesn't deserve for me to put in extra effort for a video that they may flag, but I'll be sure to try to reference what I mean. Someone had commented saying that I should probably upload this to Twitter because it's easier for YouTube to see it, address it, and acknowledge me. So after you're done watching this, if you could head over to my Twitter account, which is at the Queen Chioma, and retweet this or like this because it's very frustrating. So basically, I feel like YouTube profits off of promiscuity, but flags content creators for either discussing it, reposting it, or opposing it. What I've been noticing is that with a lot of my topics and subject matter, I'm speaking a lot about sexuality. And I feel like some people say, oh, your channel's getting redundant. But with almost everything that goes viral these days, sexuality is tied to it. So I'm gonna have to discuss it again and again and again just to stay current. And yes, I give these philosophical, long-ass dissertations as if I'm presenting a case in front of a jury. And because I like to be thorough, I like to include distinctive visuals so that my audience knows what they're viewing. And most of the time, all I do is screen record videos that are posted right here on YouTube, whether it's music videos, videos from other channels, or something that is trending on all social media platforms, and I include it in my videos. For example, I did a video last week talking about Afrobeats versus hip-hop, and for the hip-hop segment, I used a lot of rapper music videos, video clips to showcase the visuals that are usually recurrent in rap music videos. And just being honest, a lot of it is sexualized, raunchy, it's a lot of booty cheeks. And this is a girl's channel, like this is social commentary for young Black women, and Black women in general. And I also include women of color because I know different demographics of women watch me, but this is primarily a channel for young women living in current times and navigating through either being a part of Gen Z or a millennial. So I do focus on a lot of things that pertain to women because that's the theme of my channel. However, when I use these clips, I know that there's a risk of my channel getting flagged, but I also felt like if these videos already exist on this platform, why would my video get flagged? Like me screen recording and posting something that is already live on YouTube, generating millions of views on YouTube, which essentially means that they are revenating thousands of dollars from YouTube through ad revenue, then why can't I do the same thing? And that brings me to my thesis of YouTube profiting off of promiscuity, but also flagging content creators for either talking about it, reposting it, or whatever. Now, possibly I have a target on my channel because I am pretty polarizing and I say a lot of things that people just wouldn't say. Oftentimes I watch other commentary channels and I really love watching other creators, and I feel like everyone tries to tiptoe around the truth and be nice about it and put out these disclaimers, but I'm sorry, that isn't me. I was raised on tough love, strict upbringing, people who tell you what it is, straight, no chaser. So subsequently, I am the same way. Now, contrary to popular belief, I am a girl's girl, but I do have standards and morals that I just don't believe that I have to deviate from for the sake of sharing the same genitals as another person. So I get how I come off, I acknowledge that, but I feel like it makes my channel unique and individualized because when you watch Queen Chioma's YouTube, you know you're gonna get it straight, cold, hard facts and straight, cold, hard opinions. I'm not here to please anybody. I know I'm not everybody's cup of tea. What I don't like is that being on this platform for almost 10 years, YouTube doesn't give me and many others the respect of tenure, as well as the respect of fairness. I could say that I wish there was some type of clause that once you reach a certain milestone on YouTube, there's just certain things that you shouldn't have to deal with. But this is a business and they do have to try to keep it fair across the board, even though they don't. So that video, the hip hop versus Afrobeats, was flagged before it even went live. And when I say flagged, I mean it's demonetized or it has limits placed on it. When it's demonetized, you get a red strike that says that you are ineligible for monetization. I usually don't get red strikes, but I get the yellow ones, which means that your content is limited. That means it's not advertiser friendly for most advertisers, so you don't get paid from ad revenue, but they'll still run ads on your content, which doesn't make any sense. And then they'll also only let you earn YouTube premium revenue, which is never nearly as much as the ad revenue. And then they'll also suppress your video from being seen. If my video receives a yellow strike, I can guarantee that 1/3 or so, maybe even a quarter of my average view count is what I'm going to get. So if I average about 50,000 views on a video, then it's probably going to end up getting around 20,000 views or so, which to me is underperforming. Of course, that's a lot for anybody, but that's an underperforming video on this channel. And a lot of my videos have been limited over the past year plus, and it is frustrating. I've already talked about this before and the racial disparities that YouTube has. If you go to my Patreon, I have a full-length video about this and how they've suppressed channels like Lovely T from reaching 1 million subscribers, even though she's been on this platform for so long. And then I also talked about the controversy on the gaming sector of YouTube with Black gaming channels being demonetized, let alone completely shut down for using content, even though their white counterparts didn't receive any punishment. Do I think there's a racial issue about how YouTube approaches certain levels of dictating their platform? Definitely, because I see it all the time. And YouTube, if you're listening, you can't lie that you're more reluctant to flag a content creator of no color versus those of us of color. So the Afrobeats versus hip hop video literally only received $2.18 within the first 24 hours. What the hell am I supposed to do with that? Granted, I have hundreds of other videos resonating. I have over 500 videos on this channel, and for the ones that are eligible for monetization, essentially they're all still making money. But if you look deeper into how YouTube takes money, they're literally taking almost 50% of what content creators are supposed to earn. Now, this is their platform. Essentially, they have the right to do that, but greediness and corruption and unfairness is literally the crux of corporate America. Most of these companies will never be ethical businesses because ethics don't make you a millionaire, let alone billionaire. I think they can, but people have it ingrained that undercutting and being unfair to the same people who patronize them is how to get on top. We live in a world where no one has morals and people are not friendly in this world. I swear people need to open their Bible. Anyway, so that video made me $2.18, but here's the kicker. Here's what I'm actually mad about. So after about 2 days, they decided that the video is eligible for monetization because I requested a manual review. So the manual review means some human decides to watch your video and then they get to deem whether or not it's eligible to be monetized. And usually when my videos get limited or flagged, I go ahead and request a manual review. I would say the probability of me getting approved is really 50-50. Sometimes they say yes, it's cool, and sometimes they say no, you're not getting anything. In this case, they said, okay, your video is suitable, which I feel it should have been suitable because every clip in that video was taken straight from YouTube. So how the hell can these music videos be actively on YouTube garnering millions of views, but me screen recording them to post them in my commentary video gets me flagged without even looking at my stuff? One of my issues is I feel like their automated system is rigged. How can you genuinely check to see if something is advertiser friendly by not even watching it? A robot or some type of artificial intelligence is supposed to tell me that the same videos that are posted on your platform is not eligible for monetization, even though it's being reposted to the same platform. YouTube, are you dumb? So this is what really pisses me off. Once they determined that my video was eligible, now it's monetizable, now I have a green $ next to the video, right? And you would think that, okay, so for the initial views that I got and because there were ads playing on my video, they would back pay me for what I lost when I wasn't monetized due to their error. But YouTube does not. And for those of you who are either lawyers or attorneys, or even if you're in law school, let me know if this is legal. Can a company mark your content as ineligible for monetization, then fix the error and not back pay you the revenue that you would have earned if they didn't make that error? Because I feel like nobody has ever called YouTube out on this. This has happened to me so many times. A video will be flagged. It'll take them between 24 hours to sometimes up to 3 days to review my content. And then they say, okay, it's eligible. But the money I would have made doesn't get repaid to me. Now you start making ad revenue from that point on. But every YouTuber / content creator knows that when your video is first live, that is your highest earning potential. So within that first 24 hours is usually when you're getting your highest views on said video because most of your fan base or maybe the algorithm is pushing your content. So for the however many thousand people watch that video within the first 24 hours, the only revenue I got that day was from the YouTube Premium, which really doesn't pay you that much. Like I said, I got $2.18 like you see here. But now that video is monetizable and it's earning regular ad revenue. Of course, my daily amount on that video has gone up, not by that much because it's still suppressed, being that it was marked as ineligible at first. So it's not charting like my other videos. But what about the first 24 hours? Is it legal for a company to have you work on their platform, flag your content, realize they've made an error about your content meeting their guidelines, they manually fix it, but they don't pay you the ad revenue that you would have earned in the time that they were in the process of a review? Please let me know, because I feel like personally this is wrong. So there's many content creators who have to rely on sponsorships and other means of income because YouTube has been playing. I feel like the reason why the idea of being an influencer has also gone down is because a lot of these platforms have been antagonizing content creators in some way, shape, or form, especially those of us who are Black. Maybe I sound entitled, but I feel like after being on YouTube for this long, I think my channel should be bigger. I had a huge growth spurt last summer because one of my videos did over 500,000 views, and that was great for my channel. But guess what? That video reached 500,000 views and then they flagged it. And I don't think I've been as consistent as of the last 3 months because I've been outside. But when 2023 first hit, there was a point where I was posting every day for like weeks on end, and that didn't necessarily boost my channel. If anything, a lot of those videos got flagged as well. And I know people talk about YouTubers and influencers and content creators as not necessarily having a traditional job, but trust me, this is still work. The other day I spent 9 hours, I'm talking recording a video at noon, ran some errands, came back and started editing about 1:30 p.m., didn't finish until almost 9 p.m., went to upload, and to see my video get flagged for including the commentary about Janelle Monáe, I wasn't having it. I did a compilation video with 3 different topics, and I knew that there was a possibility of the Janelle Monáe video getting flagged, but I see her trending and her Essence Festival performance is trending all over YouTube. And I know those channels aren't getting flagged because there's no way I'd be able to come across some of their content if they were flagged, because YouTube does suppress flagged content. Basically, when you're flagged, YouTube really only promotes that video to your audience and your subscribers and doesn't really put it in the algorithm. So I was smart. I said, I'll just break up all 3 sections, make them separate videos, and minimize the entire video getting flagged and suppressed when I can just worry about that one sector of the video being flagged and suppressed. So of course, my Janelle Monáe segment video is suppressed and immediately got flagged, but my other 2 topics, which was Young Miami and the Keke Palmer, her baby daddy situation, was good to go. Now, this was not really a win for me, but more of a compromise, because at the very least, my Keke Palmer was doing decent. So being that I worked very hard on that segment in particular, was almost 20 minutes long, I'm at least happy that I was able to let that solo video do its thing. To make a long story short, it is getting increasingly difficult and tiresome that YouTube has become what it is. I do understand filtering certain content on this platform because it is so accessible, but I don't understand why YouTube would hinder creators on the platform that is made up of creators who make these videos and which ad revenue is ran on these videos, which contributes to YouTube's yearly growth. I know I'm just a grain of sand in this beach of BS, but somebody has to stay on their necks. So I had started posting on Patreon. I stopped, but I'm about to pick it back up. I'm actually going to be doing story times on there. So I'll let you guys know when that stuff is coming out. Now that I have a camera that's working, I want to get back on there, but YouTube has to make a change. It's not right and it's not fair. How is it okay for videos like Suki Hana, all the female rappers, all the male rappers, and a lot of these white content creators that are so volatile and vulgar? How the hell can they maintain this presence on this platform, but other people can't? And I know the answer is money and connections, but to what extent? I know I'm only 26, but I've been tapped into doing business since I was a kid. I've learned a lot about the fundamentals of business, branding, networking, budgeting since I was literally like 12. And I even went to school with my minor being marketing. So I feel like I have a decent background in business. And one thing I will never understand about corporate America is the fact that they operate with a mindset that their business method will work forever. And that is the dumbest thing that you can do. You have to be able to adapt to fill the needs of your consumers and clients. And I feel like YouTube doesn't do that. I love YouTube. This platform has made me a social media personality. I've been able to meet a lot of really cool people. I've made some internet friends that I wouldn't know. Otherwise, I get recognized when I go out in public sometimes. My hard work mixed in with this platform has created the Queen Chioma brand. So I do have a sense of loyalty to YouTube, but I don't think it's right how hard people work at this just for them to be spat in the face. The business practice of unfairness and keeping people at a displeasure just to coddle your breadwinners doesn't work all the time, because I could go viral tomorrow and now I'm the next big thing, and then if I take my business elsewhere, YouTube can't make money off of me. As a YouTuber, you're an independent contractor, so you're free to do whatever you want, but at the same time, not on their platform. I find it interesting that Mark Zuckerberg just launched his version of Twitter called Threads. I haven't made an account yet, but his numbers are showing millions of users signing up within the first debut. I'm not sure how accurate that is, but I do believe a lot of people went and signed up because I saw a lot of people promote that they're now on Threads. Should I make an account? Let me know. But the fact that Twitter has been going downhill ever since Elon Musk bought it and took it over, and it's left so many people unsatisfied that millions of people were so quick to hop on a new platform, that is a threat to Twitter. And I feel like because YouTube is backed by Google, you're not going to go anywhere. But YouTube, don't be surprised if you get a rival platform that people flock to because of the constant BS. From the insane amount of ads, suppressing content creators, and questionable leadership in the past, don't be surprised if somebody rivals this platform, and it does affect business. There's so many unsatisfied people, and it's not that I hate YouTube, but I hate their business practice over the years. I feel like the changes that have existed on this platform have not been forward moving for the most part. Some of the updates I really love. I love the YouTube studio. I love the way how they break down your analytics, and I like the look of YouTube. But back in the day, there were so many other ways for channels to grow and for people to promote themselves. That doesn't exist anymore. All in all, YouTube is a platform that allows and invites promiscuity and other examples of things they consider not advertiser friendly, but they don't stand on it. Rappers can hold guns and bottles of lean and blunts and booties and all of these things, and their videos are untouched. And I understand the idea of insider work, but it doesn't make sense for the content creators who make their videos from scratch, record, edit, and everything, and the people who put in the most work to be the most affected by the unfairness. Rant over. So that is it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed. Please go on Twitter. I have a little excerpt of this video that's posted on my page. Please retweet it, like it, share it, do something. I'm just kind of over this whole entire thing, but hey, we gonna have to keep trucking and find something else to do. Don't forget to follow me on all of my social media networks, and I will see y'all in my next video. Bye, y'all.
Yeah. Talk to 'em like